Hello, hello. My name is Chad, and this is Growing with Chad. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to turn your life into a project? We start looking at our lives through the lens of what needs to be fixed. My body needs to be better. My emotions need to be controlled. My habits need to be broken. My relationship, family, work, my future all needs to be fixed. And eventually, even without realizing it, the message becomes clear. I am the problem. And I understand why we talk this way. When something hurts, we want relief. When something happens, we want change. When life feels stuck, we want a way forward. So the want to change is not the problem. The problem is that we begin from this place of deficit. We look at ourselves and think something is wrong with me. And once that becomes the starting point, everything that follows is about fixing. We become something to monitor, something to correct, something to improve and finally get under control. But I do not think people are problems to solve. I think people are living systems to understand. And that changes everything. See, a problem gets reduced to what is wrong. But a living system has history, conditions, needs, patterns, protection, pain, and potential. When a tree is struggling, we don't usually say, this plant is bad. We look at the conditions. Too much sun, not enough water, have the roots been overcrowded? Has something changed? We understand that growth is connected to the conditions. But when we struggle, we often do the opposite. We do not ask about the conditions, we attack the person. We say, why am I like this? Why can't I get it together? What's wrong with me? And I get it, because I've asked those questions too. But that can be a trap. They make the self feel like the enemy. They make growth feel like punishment and obligation. They make change feel like proof we were unacceptable before. The growing self model begins somewhere different. It begins with the idea that you are not a problem to solve. You are a living system to understand. Your reactions came from somewhere. Your patterns all came from somewhere. Your protections, meanings, and identity came from somewhere. That doesn't mean that every reaction is helpful. That doesn't mean that every pattern should continue. It doesn't mean we excuse the harm, avoid responsibility, or pretend that we don't have to change. It means we stop treating ourselves like we are broken while we are trying to grow. Shame may create change, but it doesn't always create understanding. And without understanding, we may keep fighting ourselves without ever learning what the struggle is trying to show us. This is why I created the growing self. It is a model for understanding the self as something alive, an inner landscape, a living system shaped by experience, survival, meaning, relationship, awareness, and choice. When we grow, we don't begin by asking, how do I fix myself? We begin by asking different questions. What has been growing here? What conditions shaped this? What old pattern is no longer helping? And what new direction is calling? Those questions create a different kind of growth. Not growth from self loathing or shame, not growth from trying to become a completely different person, but growth from awareness, growth from curiosity and compassion, growth from learning how life has moved through you, shaped you, protected you, and sometimes limited you. And from there, change becomes less about destroying who you are and more about helping what is alive inside you grow in a new direction. So if you are here because you are tired of treating yourself like a problem, if you are tired of feeling like you have to fix every part of yourself before you are allowed to live, then this is the heart of the message. You are not a problem to solve. You are a living system to understand. And understanding yourself may be one of the first conditions that allows something new to grow. Well, thank you so much. And if this is connecting with you, you can download my free book at growingwithchad.com and continue exploring the growing self model there.